Did Rick Ross really just get curved twice by his own girlfriend, and now 50 Cent's name is somehow in the mix? Because y'all, the way this story unfolded has the internet clowning Rose like never before. So here's what happened. Rick Ross recently broke up with his model girlfriend, Jasmine Kendrick, and let's just say, it did not end smoothly. The internet's already calling it one of the most awkward moments of his career. It all started at the G7 rooftop event in Hollywood, Florida. Rick and Jasmine showed up hand in hand, looking like they were about to make a whole red carpet moment out of it. Cameras flashing, music bumping, Rose looked proud. But then came the moment that made everyone cringe. He leaned in to kiss her, and she laughed. Like, straight up laughed in his face and pulled back. You can even hear people in the background gasping like, wait, did that just happen? Now, most people would have played it cool, right? Not Rick. He tried it again at another event days later. Casual outfit, red shorts, dancing with Jasmine, vibing to music, and then just like that, she dodged him again. Word got out that Rick and Jasmine quietly went their separate ways right after that second clip went viral. Insiders say Rick was embarrassed and frustrated, especially after how hard he was trying to show her off online. Some people defended Jasmine, saying she had every right to pull back if she wasn't comfortable with PDA, especially with cameras everywhere. Others pointed out that her reaction looked less like shyness and more like she was over it. Either way, the damage was done. Rick looked humiliated. The memes were brutal, and that boss image he's been pushing for years suddenly took a hit. Now this is where things get real interesting, because right after all this went down, fans started bringing up 50 Cent. And honestly, when it comes to Rick Ross, his name is never too far behind. People started joking that 50 might have had a hand in this whole situation, or at least found a way to make it worse. You know how petty 50 can be, right? He doesn't even need to do anything. Just a post, a like, or a subtle comment can set the internet on fire. And considering their beef goes back years, it wouldn't surprise anybody if he was sitting back watching the chaos unfold with a glass of champagne. Let's not forget, Rose once threatened to buy 50 Cent's masters just to flex on it. And that's after all the lawsuits, diss tracks, and public jabs they've thrown at each other for over a decade. So the idea of 50 finding out Rick just got curved twice in public, yeah, you know he's laughing somewhere. Now, to be clear, we don't have any proof that 50 Cent had anything to do with this breakup, but the timing, it's suspicious. Some fans are convinced 50 might have reached out to Jasmine, or at least entertained the idea just to get under Rick's skin. Now, is he clowning Rick? Probably. Did he actually get together with Jasmine? We don't know for sure. But let's be honest, the possibility alone is enough to make Rose furious. As for Rick Ross, he's been quiet. No shade posts, no subs, nothing, which says a lot, because when Rick's usually embarrassed, he talks a lot. He's known for throwing his own subliminals, but this time, total silence. Sources close to him claim he's livid about how everything's being portrayed online, and that the Jasmine situation was already rocky before the viral clips. Apparently, he felt like she wasn't all in with the relationship, and the way she handled those public moments just proved it. But even if that's true, it doesn't change the fact that everyone's watching him take an L right now.
Go check on Kevin Gates right now. Go pick him up off the floor. Go give him a hug, because I know he needs it. Dreka is dating Ty Dolla. She looks happy. She looks like she's at peace. I always did. It's not the man. She's a vibe by herself. We already know that.
Y'all, it looks like Kevin Gates is losing it because fans are saying he's crashing out after his ex-wife Dreka Gates popped out with a new man. Now remember, these two were once hip-hop's power couple, from hustling together in Baton Rouge to building an empire side by side. They tied the knot back in 2015 and have two kids, Isla and Kaza. But now that Dreka's clearly moved on, fans think Kevin's struggling to let go of the woman who helped him build everything. Fans started noticing subtle distance between them on social media, and the tension exploded when Kevin dropped his freestyle Super General. In the song, he seemed to suggest that Dreka had been unfaithful, even hinting that she may have gotten involved with her personal trainer. The lyrics sparked massive speculation, and Dreka was forced to respond publicly, denying the cheating rumors completely. She said she had never been romantically involved with her trainer or any hired help, but the damage was done. Kevin's fans were divided. Some blamed Dreka for allegedly betraying him, while others called Kevin out for airing private issues through music instead of communication. Some even brought up a previous interview where Dreka mentioned how her parents were totally against her marriage with Kevin. One fan wrote, "Her family was right about him and he's still proving that they were right." While another added, "Seems like her parents were right. Kevin Gates isn't even serious about relationships like that." And guess what? While those rumors were still circulating, Kevin made headlines again for being linked to influencer Brittany Renner. Brittany claimed that she and Kevin had a spiritual marriage that lasted about 52 days, all while he was still legally married to Dreka.
His name echoes in every chamber of my heart. And It's hard to describe a love like that. All I can say is that I'm with the person that I quite literally dreamed of.
The revelation shocked fans who thought Kevin was trying to rebuild his marriage. It painted a messy picture, Dreka defending herself against cheating rumors while Kevin was out here allegedly pursuing a new spiritual union. It was around this time that people started noticing Dreka stepping back, focusing on her farm, her holistic business, and her peace. Then, in July 2025, the news dropped that Dreka had officially filed for divorce. According to court filings, she cited irreconcilable differences and listed their separation date as July 10th.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Kevin Gates is likely the problem. Kevin Gates, how did you get divorced 2 times by 2 different women in 2 months? How?
She requested joint custody of their 2 children and spousal support. Recently, though, the internet has been buzzing again, this time because Dreka seems to have a new man. While she hasn't gone public with the details, fans notice she's been glowing differently, posting softer content, and exuding a kind of peace that only comes from moving on. And that's where the new wave of speculation comes in. Word online is that Kevin might not be taking it as calmly as he seems. Some fans claim his recent posts about loyalty, energy, and people switching up might be subtle jabs at Dreka. Around the same time Dreka's new boo rumors started swirling, Kevin was spotted stepping out with a new woman, Jeleni Tejada. The two were seen together at public events, matching outfits, flirting on social media, but to fans, it almost looked performative, like Kevin was trying to prove something. In one post, Kevin shared a message about letting go and accepting the flow of life while cozying up with Jeleni. On the surface, it looked like a man moving on, but to longtime fans who've followed his emotional roller coaster over the years, it also felt like a reaction, maybe even jealousy, toward Dreka finding happiness outside of him. At the same time, Dreka's calm energy and new direction show that she's choosing healing over drama. She's been through years of speculation, public heartbreak, and scrutiny, but now she looks at peace. So, is Kevin Gates jealous of Dreka's new man? Maybe. Or maybe he's just facing the kind of reality check that comes when you lose someone who truly held you down. Either way, one thing's for sure, this chapter in their story isn't about revenge or rumors anymore. It's about growth. And while the internet's busy decoding posts and lyrics, both Kevin and Dreka seem to be writing their own new beginnings. But what do you think? Is Kevin really mad about Dreka moving on? Or are fans just reading too deep into the posts? And between the two, who's really winning the breakup?